Welcome back to Let's Keep It 100 podcast. I'm your host, RB. My man Marcus, the bottom of here.
I'm broke because I'm stingy. Stealing your shit.
Know that ass nigga. We got a fellow podcaster in here. Time Flies. Tapped in with Time Flies. Producer for Breakbeat Media.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. How y'all? Appreciate y'all for having me up here.
We appreciate you. Shout out to C Diddy, man. C Diddy.
Shout out to Chad for making this collab happen.
Yeah, for sure,
Chad ain't do nothing but show us love, bro. The nigga been giving us game from the jump, like, and you genuine, like, you don't like just meet niggas like that.
You don't. It's crazy how how me and him. I can't even tell you how me and him actually met. I just know like he my man. We chop shit up like when we talk about shit like. He called me. I throw him guess. He throw me guess. He tell me some shit, and I tell him some shit, and I try to set shit up for him, vice versa. And it really been like that for like the longest. So, yeah, shout out to Chad, man. Shout out to him and Matt over there at TRP. Definitely my guys.
Shout out to them.
But look, Tom, I just overheard y'all talking. I just walked in here. It said you was trying to come at Sexy Red at the BET Awards.
No, you know what's so crazy?
You was at the BET Awards though, for real.
I was at the BET Awards.
All right, and you was right next to Sexy Red.
Yeah, shout out to BET for inviting us out there for the weekend.
That's his favorite song.
I ain't gonna hold you. Look right. I'm be real.
That bitch dirty, ain't she?
Listen, man.
Listen, I ain't say it, so you know what I'm saying? To each his own.
Oh, what they was thinking?
No, sexy. The crazy part is like, so all you got to go off of just like is what you see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know it personally, you don't know. So all you get to see, so you make an assumption off of like, you can look at it and be like, yo, she ghetto, you know what I mean, all that. But when I hear the song, I was like, yo, this song corny as shit. Like it's annoying. Like I don't see how y'all promoting this shit gonna blow up. The shit blew up because you know how shit be on like the internet or whatever. But then you obviously when you keep hearing something, and it beat it into you. So now you like, come on, you like, So now you know what I'm saying? So when we met her, so when she came to sit down with us at the BT Awards and we did the interview or whatever, just her energy just was like, like at the end of the interview, I found myself being like proud and happy that she made it out of her situation. Like her telling me about coming from St. Louis and talking to us and saying how rough it is. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, like you come from where we come from. So it was like, how can I not, even if I'm not a fan of the music or, like it ain't for me.
You gotta be happy for somebody.
Yeah, like I can support it. You feel what I'm saying? I can support it. So then my man was like playing her stuff. Like she got another song he was playing or whatever. And that joint just like the catchy. I'm like, oh, she gonna have a couple. She got
a good joint.
She gonna have a couple. I said I could tell she gonna have a couple. But Sexy was tough. Sexy was dope. I ain't gonna like her energy just was like made you want to support her. Like,
so look, back to the BET Awards. Did you have like any fanned out moments? I be grinding him up for having fanned out moments. You know how we are in Philly.
Yeah.
So did you have any fanned out moments? Like, oh my God, there go such and such.
No, not necessarily. No, because it's a lot of niggas that's there like me. Like this year, it wasn't really like the Beyoncés, the Rihanna. They ain't
like
people
how it was
like
when we was growing up.
Yeah, it ain't them there. It's the niggas that you watch catch a wave and get up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it's like you catch them celebrities, but you still I feel like accessible. You feel what I'm saying? So ain't nobody you gonna run and be like, yo, I watched him. I feel like the only nigga I feel like I would have that moment with is probably like Wayne. Okay. Like I grew up on Wayne. Wayne introduced me to rap, so it's like that's the only person I hold in such a high regard. Whereas like I meet Wayne, I'm telling him like, yo, Brian, gonna hold you like. You fucking raised me in rap.
Right.
But everybody else is like, nigga, you ain't nobody for real. I catch you.
That's the Philly shit.
Yeah, like it ain't.
Y'all ain't getting me out my element.
It must be what it is. But yeah, it's crazy because as I was walking in, so y'all seen the whole Uzi JT shit that happened, right?
Yeah.
I'm walking in as like that is happening. They're storming out past me. But I'm so in awe of trying to catch the whole what's going on or whatever. I had no idea that was happening right in front of me.
Holy shit.
So it was like, and I sit down. And then my girl texted me like, yo, what happened with JT? They was in there fighting or whatever. I'm like, what you mean? Like everybody acting. Then I get on Twitter and I see it. I'm like, oh, that's why they had the look on their face walking. I'm like, oh, yeah, but I mean that's BT Awards, we black, you know how shit goes. So it was like
it's ratchet. They said this was the most ratchet.
Bro, just said they ain't had no host ever. Said they ain't had no host.
Yeah, they ain't had no host. It just
who took over the BET Awards now?
Deborah Lee?
No, I don't think Deborah did.
Tyler Perry.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know if he's in charge of all that shit yet, but it definitely was just like you could tell they kind of just was like trying to, it's a tradition, so you have to keep it going. Like, but I feel like they would have been better, they're going to be better prepared next year.
Yeah, because now they know what's going on.
Yeah, but yeah, so it wasn't really a lot of it. I think probably the biggest, if you want to say like celebrity, Uzi probably. Uzi probably was the biggest one. I mean, Ice Spice.
Oh yeah, they popping right. Them two right
there.
Yeah,
so you know you sit them people in the front row. I ain't really see too many. Like I mean, Bow Wow. But it ain't wanted to.
What's the girl that do that fucking rip me out the plastic shit?
Lotto. She was there, but I think she performed and just did. Like she performed, but I ain't see her in like the crowd sitting down and shit. So
how y'all feel about that shit? Them motherfuckers ripping that fucking plastic off. Like that shit is the dumbest shit ever.
I don't care. That's not in my algorithm. That shit don't even like come past my timeline.
You know what I'm
I fuck with I fuck with Lotto, so I feel like I fuck with just how that how people have a gimmick behind that's gonna push a record. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's somebody rapping about I drink this, motherfuckers start doing it, it's gonna make the record bigger or whatever. So I feel like that's all it's doing is just pushing the record. But I fuck with Lotto. I feel like she rap. So
look, I wanna know because you got your own podcast, you got your own shit. What separates Tapped In with Time Flies from like other podcasts?
Me.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, like me, like I mean, I ain't what I do ain't too different than what everybody else do. Right. But it's a way you do it. You know what I'm saying? So I come into shit like being myself, putting my own spin on it. Like I come from, like I told you, like I came. Yo, can you scoot over, put your mic? Like I come from doing that. Like
right.
So early on in podcasting and shit, like way before, like I don't want to say like that because I ain't that old, but I really feel like I've been in the game for like a minute. Whereas I've seen it evolve. I've seen how podcasts have come and gone and how people are adapting to it now, how different the space is or whatever. So it's like I started Tapped In on like literally COVID, like right before, like during COVID and shit. Everything was shut down. Wasn't shit going on. People couldn't go nowhere. Clubs was closed. So I was like, yo, this is the perfect time to take advantage of these fucking celebrities and all that shit is in their crib, bored as shit. They can't do shit. So I started reaching out to everybody, emailing motherfuckers like, you want to do a Zoom interview? Do a Zoom interview? Do a Zoom interview? And niggas was like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I had just came from doing a podcast. I was doing my own podcast with my two other co-hosts, my mans and them. But then we kind of all split and went in separate directions over just business differences or whatever. Like I wanted to go this way, they wanted to go that way. So we just decided to just split. So I'm like, I need to do something. Like I'm used to doing podcast shit. Like I gotta do something. I gotta find a way to keep myself occupied. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start like a little solo series, do like a little 20, 25 minute episodes on Zoom with a bunch of artists. If I can get them to do it, I'll publish them or whatever. And it was like, cool. I literally sat in my dining room, was like, let me create it, let me create the logo, let me do all that, create a YouTube page. And then I had reached out to a couple people that was like peers of mine. It was like, yo, would you do it? And everybody that I had met throughout the years was just like, yeah, I got you. Like, we'll do it, no problem. Like, so my first couple episodes was like, I was like, I don't know if you're familiar with Sean Smith. From here used to be Young Savage, yeah, Sean Smith, Gigi McGuire from Lip Service, Wallow, Lil Mo, like just a couple people that was like friends of mine that was like, you know what, I got you, I'll do it. Yeah, like I'm gonna do it. Like 25 minutes, I don't gotta leave my crib, like I'm gonna do it. And that, like just the, like I guess the level of, not like guests, but people that I guess they were seeing agree to do it. Everybody was like, oh, let me come fuck with you. Let me come fuck with you. Let me come fuck with you.
Why our community like that though?
I don't know.
Why they like that, bro? Like I be telling him, like they see certain people up here now, they want to fuck with it. Oh damn, y'all doing this? Like damn, bro, we been doing this.
Yeah, we been doing it.
I had a crazy story about some shit like that because I ran into a lot of, because I'm a type of nigga, I feel like I was getting blocked for a lot of years by a lot of people because I'm not politically correct and I'm not hopping on nobody. I'm not telling you I love you. If your music trash, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I don't fuck with that. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't fuck with it. Like, but that's just me. Like, I'm not the type of, I'm not gonna sit here and try to please somebody or appease somebody because I wanna be friends with you or, no, I don't fuck with it.
Cap.
Yeah, I'm not. So that kind of got me in trouble throughout the years too. Like being on social media, like
saying what you want to say, shit like that.
All that type of shit. I done got into it on Twitter, Instagram with a bunch of people, bro. So it was like, I felt like people was kind of blocking me from doing certain things. But I always felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm way more talented than a lot of motherfuckers. So I'm going to find a way through regardless. So,
right.
So back to Tapped In was just like I just was like, you know what? Let me sit here and do it. So as I was doing the Zoom interviews and then the studios opened back up. So I was like, damn, let me go ahead and try to get in the studio now and do episodes. Mm-hmm. So just to put it in perspective, like how my Tapped In became like, got labeled as like, if you would come on there, you would get signed, like, or you was the next person up. So niggas was looking at Tapped In as like a cosign for niggas that was getting signed and shit.
Okay.
So when Core first signed his deal with Dream Chasers or whatever, yeah, hit me up or whatever. And we was cool through like mutual people, but like we wasn't like I wouldn't have been the first person I thought he was gonna call do an interview. Like But he had hit me up, was like, yo, I'm gonna come on your show. I just signed the drinks or whatever, we're gonna do an interview or whatever. So I'm like, I wouldn't turn that down. Like, all right, cool. Like, he came up there, he did it. I had the young boys, the Philly Goats. Them niggas used to be in my DMs every day, sending me shit. I would like not really pay no mind, but I would pay attention.
Right.
And then one day, I just was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Let me reach out and had him up here or whatever. And he was like, can we come up? We want to come fuck with your show. We got this song that we gonna drop. It's gonna go crazy, da-da-da. So I'm like, you know what? So I told my cameraman at the time, I'm like, yo, reach out, set it up, had him come up here, had him sit down, we could do it. And he was like, what you mean? You want to have these little young boys come up here and sit down?
Kids.
Yeah, he like, so we like, we don't. So I'm like, no, I'm like,
What's their name again?
The Philly Goats.
Who is that?
Shake that.
Shaking young boys?
Yeah, shake that.
So he was like, you sure? Like, he like, I'm just, there's other people that's popping right now we can have up here. I'm like, first of all, my whole thing is like, bro, you don't ever, like, no disrespect, but don't question whatever I'm saying. Like, we're going to do it. Like, we're going to do it. I don't care if they had zero anything. Like, bring them up here. So that was that. They came up there. I was the first.
Nigga, I'm the boss, nigga. I said they fucking coming up.
Like, they're saying, like, basically, like, come on now. Like, this my shit. Like, I'm telling you, I want it done. We're going to get it done. You feel what I'm saying?
Question me, nigga.
So they came up there,
Try
whatever.
to bring them demonic young boys to fuck up here.
No, they be chilling though. They be dancing and shit.
They
Not them,
they get a lot of like niggas talk about them online. It's always gay, you shaking it, dancing, bro. I've seen them niggas in action. They get all the girls.
All of them.
You can play their music
I seen
wherever.
them in action too. They cool young boys. It look like
You can play their music wherever. It ain't gonna be no op shit. You can't listen to certain niggas in certain areas of the city because you don't know what you can play that shit wherever. You can get hostings at schools, clubs, and all that. You cannot hate on these niggas because they doing this shit correctly.
They did it the right way.
So so I was their first interview they ever did, and when they came up, they showed me the song, they showed me what was doing. They like, it's our dance, we gonna get it popping. I promise you, da da da. So I'm like, you know what? At the time and shit, like I was working with Don't Call Me White Girl. Well, I was still working with her, but I was working with her at the time, and she had her song, that viral video going crazy. The one arm on front of one arm on neck.
Yeah.
That was going crazy, and then it was a song to it. So people was doing their dance to the song, but
The
people,
Dame Dollar joint.
yeah, Dame Dollar joint.
So, she like this here. She like this here.
So her song was going crazy, and people was doing like their dance to the song, but people didn't know it was their dance. So I'm like, damn, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna put y'all in the video. Like, we're gonna shoot a video, put y'all in the video. Y'all do it, and then when that happened, drop the song, just stay on top of it, whatever. I'm not taking credit for it. None of that happened with they wave, but early on, like they'll speak to it and be like,
you had something to do with it.
Before nobody gave us a chance, Tom fucked with us, looked out and gave us a chance. So from that point on, just was like, I had them on. Then I had the other young, then Too Rare came on. Superstar. He came on. It was like, nobody was co-signing him in the city. I was co-signing him, telling niggas like, yo, he next up, he a superstar. Niggas like, oh, he don't really rap. We can't really rap for real. I'm like, man, fuck that. This nigga's a superstar. Like, he's going to be the next best thing.
Then Dirk jumped right on this track.
That happened. So then it was like my man Armani White came on. He had the song Billie Eilish Go Crazy. He got signed to Def Jam. He got signed to Warner. They got signed to Def Jam. So it was like back to back to back to back. It was like, yo, everybody next you just had on, you co-signed, said they was going to pop. The niggas ended up popping and getting signed and shit. So my reputation grew to like, now we got to get up on Tapped In. To the point where niggas was like, bro, I'd pay you $1,000 and other shit. I'm like, yeah, for us do it. Like,
right.
It ain't really gonna be no. I'll be a fool not to take that. Like, come on now. So that's literally just like, and then me knowing I was my own team. Like outside of like, I would literally go in the studio with just me and a cameraman, and he would make sure angle's cool, make sure you record it, sit in front of it. I do everything else. I leave, come on with the footage, the audio, edit it, know how I'm gonna market it with the clips or whatever. Go home, boom, and it'll go up like every time. So it's just like I said, just I feel like the difference is just you over the next person. Like that's the difference between the podcast.
Like you, when I'm watching your shit, it's like you mostly do interviews. That's what you do. So are you ever like afraid a little bit? Like, all right, these little demonic motherfuckers, they might got some shit going on. Like, cause like that shit for real, bro. Like these young boys dissing all these people when they standing over graves and all that. Are you? Would you, even if a nigga like, man, I got $5K for you, but it's like, yo, young boy, you done diss my whole hood.
You know.
That's the crazy part, right? Because it's like, I see it, I know it. Like I'm tapped in, I'm in tune with what's going on out here. You gotta know what's going on out here in the city. Like you gotta move a certain way. But I feel like I have a good relationship with most of the artists that people could say probably popping right now in the city. I have a good relationship with all of them. It ain't none of that because I seen you with this person a week before. I can't fuck with you or you in tune with that. Okay. I don't run into any of that because niggas respect me.
Yeah, it was like I'm doing my job.
Yeah, like that niggas know that. Like niggas, so at the time it was like
niggas press media niggas. You seen
for sure.
Get punched on.
Got punched on. You talk about what's in the
I've seen that.
Right on it. Come here, nigga.
I've seen that, but I just feel like I don't know. Like I'm in my city. Like this like you saying I come from this.
But
I don't know,
you can't
bro.
say that though.
I was telling
this, city.
No, but I was telling this nigga like Oskino came on here, and Oskino was blasting people that did shit to him. And while Oskino's saying this shit, I'm just quiet. You feel me? Like I don't have no input on that. That's your beef. You feel me?
Yeah, ain't gonna do
You was saying shit. You egging it on a little bit. So it's like
go.
No, but niggas was in the DM like,
yo, what's up with man?
Yo, yeah, like don't be saying that shit because man ain't from here and you feel me?
Right.
I'll let you come pop your shit, but I ain't got no input.
Yeah,
on
I'm not
like
I'm co-signing it. Like I'm just let you talk. Like that's, but I feel like that's part of our job is to get to extract information out of you and to get you to speak on certain things, whatever. Like I know I'm not bringing a nigga up here and be like, so what happened when this person died from your camp or this person right. We not. It's not the point of all that. Niggas try too hard to be controversial, thinking that's the only thing that's going to sell. Niggas just want good content. Like they just want you to get to the point and talk about shit we want to hear about. But if you want to be too controversial, you asking about certain shit and all that shit. Now it come off a way where it's like we can't fuck with you, bro. Like
you a messy bitch.
Yeah, like we can't. And a lot of niggas getting their own way too much doing that type shit. I don't do none of that. I don't bring niggas up there and be like, you know what I'm
saying? This is like a topic I have for you. This is just like me just seeing what you do and me just having a regular question for you because I want some game. But like the new generation had a mindset that selling negativity is the only way to prosper. But you are basically an example that you can sell positivity.
Yeah. You ain't. People just try because you look at the internet, right? Like you might put a song out, right? But no gimmick behind. You just put a song out. Like I'm just dropping the songs I fuck with it, whatever. He put the same exact song out, but he talking about I killed this nigga. I do that. He doing the most in the video, the most in the same everything, and niggas gonna fuck with his shit because it's controversial. So a lot of people think that they got to be controversial to sell or to appease to a certain crowd, and it's like. And I watch it all the time. Like I get on it's a lot of niggas I'm cool with that be doing that type of shit. That's not something I do. But it's like, shit, if it worked for you, it worked for you. Like, but that's not something I do because I know I'm gonna get the same respect. Niggas gonna fuck with you more. But it's like, you don't even be on that. You know, I respect you, do your job. That's all it is. Like, I don't come from that. Like, I feel like we already be in competition with each other. Niggas hate each other, all type of shit. I'm not a product of that. Like I come from, I fuck with y'all, I'm fucking with you. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm from I'm from South Philly. I can go to every other part in the city. Like, I don't say that like on some, I'm just this big. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real shit.
You don't got no drama.
That's what it is.
We go everywhere.
Yeah, like I'm not watching my back. I ain't got to worry about this and all that. Like I pull up with my young boy. Like I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Like it
ain't got nothing going on.
It ain't nothing going on. Like it ain't nothing going on. And I can still call and talk to these people in the other areas and it be like that. Like
shout out to that though. My man came here with his son.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of niggas be trying to bring these busted bitches out there. Big dumbass lump-sided butts. My man brought his young boy, his son up here. Like that's very respectable. You feel me?
Yeah, he done been with me a couple times. Like I bring him so he can see what's up. But yeah, like so I don't really. I never got into that. Like I never got into that whole just trying to. You gotta be a certain way or do a certain thing. Because now you corny to certain motherfuckers. Now they don't fuck with you because you just like. And again, you can't please everybody, but. Just stay your course. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you, stay your course, and see what comes from it. Like, I feel like I'm a product of that. Because it's like, I don't, again.
Stay true to yourself. Yeah,
that's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, be yourself, bro. That shit is real big. A lot of people don't know how to be that. Just be yourself. If you be yourself, bro, they're going to respect you more.
That's all it is.
Some people come to me all the time like, yo, bro, I love what you did. You grew up. You ain't never going over. You never been a super duper tough guy. None of that shit. Just stay yourself.
I get
bro.
that. I get those DMs and shit comments all the time. We went to school together, bro. We was in elementary school, and you was always this da da da, and you never da da da. So now it's like, yeah, like you just bro, just be yourself.
You gotta respect it.
You can't. Be yourself,
I just saw some like I saw another one of your joints where what's your relationship with Don't Call Me White Girl?
That's like more like she like a sister of mine. Like we like brother and sister relationship now. Like I met her back in like 2019. I was the first podcast she came on or whatever. Okay. We sat down, and the way the podcast went, you'd have thought me and her knew each other like for years. Like that's just how they came around. Like I was in my bag doing the podcast shit. Like, I used to come in and do the topic, talk about shit, all that shit. But when she came in, it was like we just vibed like that. Like, and then when we left, she had hit me up on the gram. and was like, yo, like that was a fun time. Like I want to do that more. Like how do I get into it? Like just ask me like the game. Like how can I do it? Could you help me? Da da da. So I was like, yeah, I gave her tips or whatever, told her how to do it, whatever. I'm like, if you ever need me, hit me up, let me know, whatever. And then from that point on, she would just hit me up, and then we begin a relationship like that, like where she would call me. I'm like, can you help me with this, or how do I do this, and da da da.
So did she do your joint first, and then she went to?
She did my joint first, and then Gil and Wallow had they was looking for like a guest or whatever, like he was like looking for a replacement guest or whatever, and they had like a little video, submit a video online, and send it in. If it get this many views, then And then she had hit me up and was like, yo, you think I should do this Gil and Wallow joint? So I'm like, well, first of all, you already got a following because of just your comedic side of things. Like, but yeah, I feel like you could do it because you have people that fuck with you, like for you, are always gonna follow you wherever you go, no matter what the fuck you do. Like they're gonna because they fuck with you for you. So I'm like, you do it or whatever. So she ended up doing it or whatever. That shit went crazy. They ended up bringing her on the show. And then me and her would communicate. Like she would still tell me like, yo, this is what's going on in the show. Like I should do this. Should I come in for that? Whatever. So behind the scenes, I'm still just not coaching her, but just letting her know like, yo, do this or whatever. But we always had in mind like, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this for like a certain amount of time. And then when I come off, I want to do my own show. So I'm like, all right, cool. When it's time, it's gonna be time or whatever. And then when she was done with that show, she had hit me up. I mean, we sitting on the phone one night and we was talking. And she just like, yo, yes, I want to do this podcast or whatever. How can I start ordering my equipment or whatever? So I'm like, yeah, we're going to game plan. We're going to do this and that. And she had told me, like, yeah, I had this email too. Somebody emailed me trying to give me a podcast, like trying, get me on the show or whatever. So I'm like, oh, who's it from? She's like, oh, I don't know, somebody. I might have just seen you the email or whatever. She forwarded me the email. Shit from like 2 months ago. Breakbeat had reached out and was like,
so she was don't call me white girl, was ignoring Breakbeat.
She do. Listen, man, if you know Mona, she don't really be.
She come from a different era.
Yeah, like she ain't really. Yeah. So when I'm like, oh shit. So I got in touch with them or whatever. And then I had spoke to them and then, shit ended up going that way. And then she was ultimately like, she's down to do it. She gonna sign. And he was like, well, might as well bring you along with her.
So you got to deal with because of her.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. They
showed
like,
you love.
Yeah, but she showed her love. So it was just like one hand washes the other.
Yeah, and it was like at the time, the podcast, like I said, I was telling you, our podcasting has evolved so much. It was like, I didn't know at the time what I was doing was just like so revolutionary for podcast. Like I would meet niggas and they'd be like, yo, you do this. Like even Wallow, Wallow came on my show, tapped in, and he was like basically giving my flowers. He was like, you was my first introduction to podcasting too, because when we first met, I met him when he first got out of jail and shit. Like I think we met like backstage at like a Roots Picnic or some shit. He was running around selling t-shirts, trying to get niggas to buy a t-shirt or whatever. And I was running around with my laptop, like trying to get interviews. So we ended up crossing paths, talking for a little bit or whatever, and then we became cool from that point on. So it was like everywhere we would go after that, I would run into him. And then I'd be on the same shit, be on the same shit. So I was doing podcasting like on some mobile shit. Like we run into each other at a Sneaker Villa. Put my laptop, I got my mic ready or whatever. We sit down because you never know who you might catch. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
And I was doing that and I would edit it right there and had that shit uploaded on SoundCloud or whatever. So niggas was like, yeah, this is a little different. Like I'm used to niggas going in the studio, sitting down, doing that type of shit. So it was like, at the time, like, he was asking me like, so what could you able to do this, you able to do that or whatever? I'm like, yeah. Like, and it took me a minute to kind of just understand that I was kind of steps ahead above most people in this shit because I could do everything myself. Like you come to me, bring me some audio, bring me how you want it cut.
You don't wait for nobody.
Nothing, because I was taught. Because like I said, when I first started, nobody really understood or knew what podcasting was. So I could never go to them like, yo, do this podcast, edit for me, upload this, do that.
So look, being as though like you was like one of the first doing this shit. Do you ever get like a little envious because certain people might have took off a little bit more than you did? I
feel like we all do a little bit. I'm just being completely honest with you. Like you might feel like, yo, how the fuck I've been doing this shit for this long, and this nigga just came in 2 days ago and took off and shit like
rap,
But I wouldn't even. It's not even envious. It's just more so like I wouldn't even know the word you would say. But I guess you could say envious. Yeah, it's just like But like I said, one man's this is just cool. I was like, one man's success did not make him a threat to yours. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, he took off for me or whatever. But what's for you was for you. Stay the course. Stay on your shit. And then eventually, you'll get to a certain point. Like, so yeah, niggas was coming in. Like I said, I would run to a lot. I ran to a lot of no's when I was doing my shit. Like a lot of no's. Niggas just like, my whole thing is I read you just tell me no to my face though. I'm not the type of nigga where it's like
spinning shit.
Yeah. I ain't the type of nigga where you got like, oh yeah, hit me up, email me, do all that type of shit. Like, bro, just let me know. Like,
right, if it ain't there yet, ain't there yet. Because you like you in that scene of
yeah. a crazy part. I don't even do that. Like I do it, but I don't do it.
All right. So now you see what this nigga saying. All right,
I do it, but I don't do it.
But are you going to turn into that person? You never know. You might have a million things. You might have just forgot.
I was that nigga, so I can't be. I feel like
Everybody was that nigga though, bro.
I be looking at situations where it's like I be feeling like I be trying about to give a nigga a run around. I be like, but that was you at a point in time, bro. At least hear the nigga out. Like I'm saying, at least hear him out to see if he got a plan or if he know where he going with it. That's it. Like that mean more than just no. Like I'm saying, like I read it. He nigga told me that than anything else. I remember one time we was running out trying to do an interview. We found out the way I would get my interviews is I would look up and see when niggas was coming to the city do like pop-up shops. Like where artists had like a guest appearance somewhere in like a store or whatever. One time 50 Cent was supposed to be in like the mall or somewhere. So me and my man, we go all the way up to the mall or whatever. They like, yeah, I don't know. I used to finesse a lot of crazy shit. Like I get in contact with the fucking the media people that's involved.
What year was this?
This was like 2016, 2017. Okay. Like I really did a lot of shit, bro. Like niggas would tell you, like all the niggas I'm cool with, they be like, bro, you used to finesse your way in the backstage and the concerts, all type of shit, just to get next to people. I don't care if we was getting a 2-minute interview, I was getting something. Like I was leaving with something I could post it, you know what I'm saying? And we did all this shit to get up there and try to get an interview with 50. And I'm like, it was like, yo, he not taking interviews. We can't do it. So he was like, but you can talk to him. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, we'll take it. Like, just for me to be like, yo, bro, can you give me some tips? How can I do this? Blah, 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 blah. And he just like, keep grinding. Kept it pushing.
The fuck? I mean, it was cool, but goddamn.
But it's like, bro, what? Bro, that's it? Like, so at first I'm looking like, yo, that's it? Like, I went through all this shit and that's...
But it's like...
It still was that motivation.
Exactly. Because now I feel like I'm in that position where niggas come to me and be like, how can I do that? And I be like...
And imagine if you 50 and you got
1,000 niggas,
3,000 people coming up to you
every day. So he just
just him giving you them 2 words that time, like he's
hearing
still
you out, and then his advice is to
keep going.
That's it.
Don't stop.
That was it. So it was like at time, like, bro, come on, that's bullshit, bro. Like, come on now. But I'm like, but I'm in that nigga, I'm in that position now where I'm telling niggas come to me like, yo, bro, how can I do this? How can I? And I'm like, yo, this what you do? Stay and do that. Keep doing it. Stay consistent. Niggas probably look at me the same way, like that's it, bro. You ain't got no real in-depth shit. It's like niggas pay for that, but
right.
No, I'm telling you, like, you know what I'm saying. So
just they say stay consistent.
Yeah, consistency trumps everything else.
Yeah. Who was your favorite guest, and who was like, and you got to keep it a bean, bro. This Let's Keep It 100 podcast. The only time we lie, judges, cops, and prosecutors.
Talk that
sometimes
shit.
Our girlfriend.
No, my girl probably watches. I don't.
Oh shit! My fault, bro. My fault. He ain't lying to you.
Dumb.
Whoever his girlfriend is, he ain't lying. But listen.
My favorite guest is for like on.
No, you ain't let me finish.
My fuck what?
Your favorite guest and your worst guest. Look at it.
Yeah, big one.
That's a big one. Worst is kind of. I'm because favorite.
All right, well, you're not so favorite.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is what it is. Like I ain't got no problem saying.
All right, so go ahead. Let's do.
They had like a 5-second interview. So
no, let's do like your favorite first.
Your favorite first. Yeah.
Oh, I already know. What's the cousin's name? My worst. My least favorite. What's the cousin's name? Fucking Van Lathan.
Who the fuck is that? Van Lathan. I know that.
Van Lathan, the CNN. Cause you don't like Van Lathan?
No. But the reason why, so I told you we used to run around, do our interviews and shit, try to get niggas. We was at a Roots picnic one time. We backstage, we just did DJ Drama, we just did Tierra Whack, we just did a bunch of people.
What year was this?
This was like, what year was this?
This was before she was Tierra Whack though, wasn't it?
No, Whack was Whack. She was there. She had fucking performed this shit. So she was somewhere.
Yeah,
she was.
So
this
is at least within 3 years.
Yeah, this probably was like 20.
No,
this probably 2018.
Yeah,
2018, it's like that. So
she been out for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm like, we get him like, okay, we get it. No, actually, who did it? Fuck. I don't know why this nigga name escaped me. Fuck, Lenny S. Lenny S. from
Lenny S. from
so Lenny S. used to see us running around all the time. So he would try to help us when he see us at places and shit. He'd be like, I'll get this person for you. So Lenny S. like, yo, go to Van Lathan. I get Van Lathan. I tell him to come to y'all, whatever to do it. So I'm like, all right, bet. We get him on. I think the shit had just happened with Hove as far as like the Super Bowl shit where he got out that, and was like controversial. And he was like, I don't want motherfucker. So we was taping him. Mind you, we didn't prep him and say, yo, we gonna ask you this before we go. This is regular. I'm just gonna start interviewing him and ask you questions. If you want to answer, you do. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? I asked him, niggas asking him questions. I come and I ask him the Hove shit. Like, how you feel like it was appropriate Hove to get that backlash for what he said about da-da-da? He just started snapping. Like, oh, cut the cameras, cut it off, da-da-da. Why would you ask me something like that? Why would you, I gave y'all, did y'all a favor by coming here and sitting there and talking to y'all, and you gonna ask me this, da-da-da? I'm like, whoa, bro, what?
Was he drinking?
Bro, I don't know what he was doing, but I'm like, for one, I'm like, bro, You did us a favor, cool. I appreciate you for that. But had this would have been the Breakfast Club, nigga, you wouldn't have said none of that shit.
Yeah, you would have went right off.
You probably would have next question, or you would have
he knew that answer would have broke you.
Exactly. So it's like, nigga, what you mean? Like I feel like he did it all, and that was like that let me know, like, all right, cool. Like I'm gonna make sure I still. And then even then, his team came over and was like, yeah, so we can't have y'all put that interview out. We can't have y'all do all that type of shit.
PR team.
I'm like, bro. First of all, I ain't gotta put no fucking
man. Fuck that. I'm putting that shit out. Y'all can sue me. I ain't got no money anyway. I don't give a fuck.
It was my team decision to, like, my man and them, like, we just ain't gonna put it out. Like it is what it is. We ain't gonna put it out. But I'm like, no, Van
Lathan shitted on you.
Yeah, basically, it was like, don't. So I felt like it was like, damn, you treating us like we bottom of the barrel. Like did y'all a favor? Y'all need me type shit. And it's like, bro, please, like, so it is what it is. But so that was that probably was my least favorite, just because he was on some nut ass shit. But I feel like my favorite was or the one that kind of made me more like, oh yeah, finally, nigga, was Wallow.
Wow. Okay. How long ago you did Wallow?
That probably was like 3 years ago. 3-4 years. He felt like he gave, because it always was, because you look at me and I was perfect game. And it's so funny because I joke now with y'all familiar with Drink Champs? Like so Nori and DJ EFN. Me and EFN got a good relationship. Right. We got a good relationship, and like they would, and my man and them, they would joke all the time, like, "Oh, y'all was the first." Like I told a lot of niggas would say, like, "Y'all was the first podcast we seen going up or whatever." We thought y'all would catch a wave, but they ended up catching a wave and went super crazy. Them niggas is super successful. They was
getting fucking artists. You can't beat that.
I mean, and Nori got different relationships.
Yeah, he got different.
Same way you have relationships, Nori got different relationships from the 90s, 2000s.
You gonna get the best artists in the years.
They used to be like, so yeah, you like Gilly and them come up and take your spot, and all that type of shit. Like, but just
was saying that.
Yeah, like they would joke, and like my other homie would say that too and shit. Like I ain't gonna say his
name. Them niggas got a following though.
But
yeah, it's another story. Yeah, they got a following.
Cool, I understand all that, but it was like that shit used to do something, because it's like, damn, like that kind of is some truth to it. Like it's some truth to it. Like niggas, they look at us like we in all these y'all, but then him coming on my show and basically saying it like verbally, like, nigga, you was the first person that I seen do this and was moving doing this, and it was different and da. I felt like it was old to me. Like I feel like a lot of niggas that come behind the scenes to tell you like, yo, I fuck with your shit, bro. Yeah. But you know what that would do for me if you said it publicly? Like if you acknowledge me publicly and let niggas know, like I could use that traction. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could use that, and a lot of niggas won't do that. Like
how Meek just posted all them young boys today.
Yeah.
All the these my favorite up and coming artists.
Yeah.
Just regular, just posting.
Bullshit. Yeah.
But a lot of niggas that
people
you don't.
The nigga got 20 million followers.
Yeah.
Somebody going to go look at them.
Somebody going to look this nigga up.
At least 10 of them people. At least
somebody going to look. Who is this nigga that Meek coach? Niggas going to do it. So I feel like I always felt like, yo, if niggas just, I'm that type of nigga. Sometimes I be expecting myself out of other people. So it's like, boom, like again, I come up. I'm going to acknowledge and put up. I don't care if you start this shit last month. If I fuck with your shit and I see it could be something, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna address it, say it, tell people go fuck with you, do all that type of shit. So when that happened, it's kind of like I respect that for you going out there and saying it and putting it on my platform at that. So yeah, that was probably my favorite. But I mean, it's since I've been working with Don't Come Work, we done did a lot of motherfuckers. It was just like,
yeah, y'all did some shit.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Look, we about to shit about to be wrapped up in a little bit, so we got to get in like. We gonna get into your personal business.
Yeah, we gotta
not too much. Not too much.
Bro. We good, bro.
Look, you take a shot.
I come from this shit. I know how it be.
I ain't gonna ask you nothing super crazy. What you think about the dating world nowadays?
Oh, I stole my question.
The dating world. I've been in a relationship. I just got engaged in February, right? Put this off of contact. I got engaged in February. I've been with my girl for 5 years.
All you little side bitches is over. Time flies, it is over, y'all. Y'all can't come back in there.
Ain't got no side bitches.
They you mean you not
Sexy Rig gonna set the studio on fire.
Left pair tear.
So it's like I just be viewing, because obviously I still got brothers, friends, homies. So I just be listening to their shit, what they go through and what I see. So it's like, damn, like sometimes it do make me feel like, damn, I'm kind of grateful. I'm out the way now. Like I ain't no shit like this. Like girls, and not they put it on like just the women, but I'm a man, so I'm coming from like a man's perspective on how hard it is. Because I really be seeing motherfuckers try to live through like the social media ages, like where women be expecting you to just be this rich nigga, 6'9", come with all this, don't come with no problem, do all this, cook.
Don't say 6'9".
No, yeah.
6'8".
6'8". All right, there you go.
6'8". You know what I'm saying?
Nigga buying them bags, Birkin bags.
All that time. And it's like, be realistic, bro. You messing with the nigga is from fucking Kensington. He live like, you don't, like, what you can't expect that out of these niggas is regular niggas. Like,
got jobs and shit like that. Fucking nigga going
regular 9 to 5 niggas.
Nigga gonna take you on. He can't just up and leave and
that's
take you on a
like,
flight.
Yeah, no, like, so I be like, yo, people don't not realistic no more. It's just like, damn, like.
Get into that. People not realistic. Like, a girl will look at you to pay for her and 5 of her girlfriends.
If you come out, you gotta pay the tab for me and all my friends, or you shouldn't be there. And it's like,
God damn, bait the tab, 600.
like, first of all, I don't even know these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they really, really be expecting you to do shit like that. Whereas, like, well, maybe sometimes I really do feel like it just be for social media though. Like, a lot of them don't really live like that or live by those standards. Or so I be like, y'all just be saying shit to sound cool, like, because it's what's in. You supposed to say that. Like, I be like, a lot of y'all don't really. Come on now. Like,
and it's like, y'all don't be having shit. The people that be saying this, like, y'all sleeping on y'all don't even have like a what the shit was called on a mattress, a frame.
They don't be having that.
They don't got the frame to the mattress, so it's like,
yeah, if you ain't
finna run my tab up.
Yeah, you ain't coming with nothing. They be saying they have for you vagina.
I mean, this is a crazy game. Like, listen, pussy been selling for a long time. Like,
it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep selling. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just be, I'm like I said, I'd be glad I'd be out the game, because I'd be like, damn, that shit tough. Like, I be letting my niggas be talking like, yo, this, and I took her out and she was acting crazy, ended up going with it. And I'm like,
end up going with another nigga.
probably so, more than likely. Yeah, nothing worse than you taking a girl out to eat and then she leave and take leftovers to her last nigga and he end up cracking her in the night and they eat the food.
Yo, you hear what he just said?
Somebody got cracked.
You know what I'm saying?
What happened? Wait, what happened? Who got cracked?
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
say getting a bitch, you take a bitch out and they get food to go. We had a whole segment.
Yeah, we had a segment about that.
But
How you feel about that?
I made up to
He did. How you feel about that though?
I just was saying, like, my man was going through shit like that where he went out with a girl or whatever and she started acting real funny. Like, he was like, you know how niggas be like feeling like this the night where I'm going. She going.
Probably the same girl that did it to me.
The city small.
Where's Rob?
The city small. But yeah, and then she started acting real funny or whatever, ended up leaving, so he ended up not having, you know what I'm saying, like, that happened. But I'm saying, like, a lot of niggas have been in that. You done took a girl out to eat and you with her and she get the food to leave and then she take it to the last nigga she was fucking. They end up eating the food together.
But look, we about to wrap it up real fast. Listen, we about to wrap it up. Chris, I got you. You ever been cheated on?
Not to my knowledge. Not that I've known of, I'll say that. Like, I've only ever had like three girlfriends in my life, and it was like long-term shit. I'm not the type of nigga that I'm not going through phones, I'm not going through DMs, I'm not doing that type of shit. Like, so it would have to come to me, you know what I'm saying? Or it had to be real obvious.
I don't believe you. You light skinned, bro.
I'm brown. I feel like I'm like,
nigga, you beige. All right, so look.
Beige niggas ain't sound no more.
I want to ask you, like, do you have any unthorough moments? Can we have one unthorough moment from Tom Flies? Because everybody gonna look at Tom Flies and like, he's a super thorough bull. He's super cool. Can we have an unthorough moment from you? Like, you went through a girl.
We all have our moments.
So what's the most unthorough?
You threw salt on somebody. I know you're gonna throw salt on Van Lathan.
It was one. Yeah, I'm about to say fuck him, but I'm in a different space. They be trying to tell me talk. My friends be trying to tell me talk different. Like, whacking them. I be talking to she like, you can't talk the same there on Twitter and all that because you're in different spaces. I be like, all right, man. Like, but no, I definitely had. Moment. I've had it. So I'm gonna give you an example. I had a nigga do shit like that to me. Me and him was messing with the same girl. Me and him was cool. Like, he wasn't my man, which is the difference. Like, you ain't my man.
But so we got a rapport.
Yeah, like, we cool. I see you, you know what I'm saying? I shake your hand, you say what's up, whatever. We cool. We play ball, you know, all type of shit. But yeah, I mean, your girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they end up not messing with each other no more. Me and her start messing with each other. She become my girlfriend. I remember one time, like, I seen this nigga at a party before. Like, I was walking inside like a party or whatever. He was outside, shook his hand, said what's up or whatever. I'm in the party. I'm regular shit in the party or whatever. I get a text from my girl like, who you in there on that party trying to take home or whatever. So I'm like, what you talking about? How the fuck you even know I'm at a party?
Oh, boy, texted.
He texted her and told her like, yo, your boyfriend here just probably trying to take this girl home. Literally verbatim. I read the text. He was like, babe.
Yeah, that's what y'all light skin niggas do.
So it's like, yo, niggas be moving like that. That's crazy. Like,
super nutty.
Like, that's, but I don't think I've had no serious I've never been a nigga like that. Like, I've never been a nigga that was like, I'm gonna say Stop fucking with fucking Mark. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking with him because
I just want somebody to come on here and admit that they threw salt. Because we all got niggas that threw salt on us. I never threw salt.
If I did it, listen, bro. If I did that, I would definitely tell you I did that shit before. Because it could have been some shit I did as a kid or my teenage years where I was really hating on. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't never done no salt.
Well, you did keep it a bean with the envious shit.
And I will. I tell y'all like, listen, I feel like that should have been me. That should have been me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it never did like that. Where girls ain't gonna respect that. They ain't gonna tell the nigga like such and such was hating. He was like,
good, but we ain't out yet.
Bro, he about to have to leave, bro.
I know we out. We about to leave. Live show, August 19th, City Winery. Hit the link in our bio. After party, Unframed. And we might be a room service that night too. So we outside all night.
That might be crazy. That might be crazy.
Yeah, we gonna have a good night. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
You gotta come to the live show, bro.
Yeah, let me know. I'll slide through. August 19th.
Yeah. August
slide
19th.
through.
So you already know we outside. But August 19th. Live
Everything
show.
on Mark. Pull your American Express card out.
I don't got none of them no more.
Big old player. Big player.
Shout out to Time Fly. Shout out to C Diddy.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, we out, y'all.